Filipino tennis star Alex Eala is expected to compete first in the Strasbourg Open in France this weekend. The 20-year-old Filipino tennis sensation enters the tournament fresh off an impressive round of 32 finish at the Italian Open, where she pushed world number 2.
The Filipino tennis star, Alex Eala, is set to begin her campaign this weekend at the Strasbourg Open in France. At just 20 years old, she enters the tournament with growing confidence, coming off an impressive run at the Italian Open, where she reached the round of 32 and pushed one of the world's top players in a way very few expected, especially from someone still new on the big stage, because sometimes a single moment can change the direction of an entire career. And it doesn't always happen in a grand final. Sometimes it begins quietly, in a tournament that almost no one is watching. But then suddenly, the entire world starts paying attention. Why does one city in France become the center of tension, hope, and silence for millions of people? On the clay courts of Strasbourg, everything started quietly. Just another tournament. Players preparing for bigger battles ahead. Athletes searching for rhythm before one of the most demanding stages of the season. Everything felt normal until one name entered the scene. Alex Eala. 20 years old, calm, composed, soft-spoken. But with every step she takes onto the court, it feels like she carries the heartbeat of an entire nation. And that's where the story becomes different, because this is no longer just about tennis. It's about expectation. While other players are simply fine-tuning their game before Roland Garros, Alex Eala carries something heavier: hope, attention, and a question that continues to grow louder. Is she truly ready? Not just a question from fans, but from the entire tennis world, especially after what happened in Rome. At the Italian Open, there was a unique tension in every rally. She wasn't the favorite, she wasn't the headline before the match began, but slowly, something started to change. A clean forehand, a smart placement, a precise serve, not the strongest, but perfectly timed, and most importantly, her composure. The more the pressure increased, the calmer she became. And that is the most dangerous kind of player, especially on clay. Because on this surface, speed is not enough, power is not enough. You need patience, you need clarity, you need to fight, even when your energy is slowly fading away. In Rome, the real test arrived: a top-ranked opponent, more experience, more exposure to pressure. Many believed this was where it would end, that maybe it was too soon, that maybe it wasn't her time yet. But point after point, game after game, something unexpected happened. Alex Eala didn't back down. She didn't panic. There were rallies where neither player wanted to give in. Long exchanges, heavy shots. Moments where the only sound you could hear was the ball striking the clay. And in that silence, something powerful was building. What seemed like a fast match turned into something intense, something unpredictable, something difficult. Momentum kept shifting. An unforced error, followed by a brilliant return. A break point, then a sudden recovery. And that's when people started